Alright, hello everybody, welcome to a semi-finals match between Pepsi Max and Termi. I believe I'm going to be the only person commenting on this match, unfortunately, but we're going to get straight into the picks and bans. Pepsi Max banning easy ones straight away. Not interested in playing any sort of reeling. I think I can predict what his next pick will be. I couldn't actually, it was DT2. I thought he would ban Hidden 2, but banning out the speed map, at least Termi's banning out the speed map, and Pepsi also banning out speed map, yes. While we're waiting for Termi's final ban, we can go over the amplifiers that each players have. Pepsi Max has the missing piece and snowball, whereas Termi has limit break and chance time. Alright, Pepsi Max, the first to pick, straight into DT3, the unbanned speed map. Pepsi Max does of course have to roll every time he gets a pick, due to Termi's chance time amplifier. But other than that, we are going straight into the map. I do think it's interesting that Pepsi Max chose this map, considering DT2 was also something he banned. They're not too different, those maps. Obviously, he's feeling confident enough that he can tap 230 consistently. Or at least more consistently than Termi can. First half of the map is a lot easier than the second half. Crucial that both players hold through it, but Termi does break. We've been seeing that happen a lot just as the streams start to pick up. Yes, Termi seeming to struggle a lot more with this map than Pepsi Max. But Pepsi Max still not having the best of that. Crucially having the combo though. Pepsi Max does break, but I do think it's a little too late for Termi. Termi's just not comfortable enough on the map to hold a combo to compete with Pepsi Max. And the first map goes the way of Pepsi Max. Now, Pepsi Max does have the amplifier Snowball, which means his own score is modified by 10% or negative 5% depending on whether he won or lost a map prior. With him winning that last map, that means he gets a 10% score boost to his next map. The next map that he plays, which is whatever Termi picks, and it's straight away. I'm not even sure which map this is. No Mod 2, I think. Both players clearly very eager to get on with the match. I have to say I'm very surprised about the choice of picking No Mod 2 from Termi after just losing a slightly faster tapping map. Goes into a slightly slower tapping map, but who knows, could pay out. Pepsi Max finding that early break, but he's built up his combo back again. Both players getting a few 100s on the stream, but crucially they are holding combo, but Termi breaks. Pepsi Max trades it right back though. These scores are really close, but Pepsi Max not looking again. Termi's looking like he's going to bring this lead further towards him. Of course, it's still not over yet though. A note lock from either player could completely switch the scoreline. And Termi does note lock. That brings Pepsi Max back into it. Pepsi Max finding a miss. He needs Termi to break now. Oh, it's so close. But Termi just gets it with that Pepsi Max with a 10% amplifier bonus, but it just isn't enough. I think that was 1k point difference at the end of that. Pepsi Max having to roll his pick, it seems. And he rolls DT1. Also again, to remind you, Pepsi Max does have that snowball amplifier. As he did lose that last map, he will have a negative 5% score bonus for this map. I think rubbing salt in the wounds as well, as this pick, I believe, actually favours Termi as well. So, Amplifier's really not going in the favour of Pepsi Max so far. Both players get through the first third of the map, but it only picks up from here. And Pepsi Max is the first to find a break. So unfortunate. They were both looking so strong. But Termi does trade it right back, and I don't know whether that was shake or rage. Pepsi Max is still in this. Pepsi Max braking just on that jump section. It's looking like Termi will consolidate this pick now. And Termi gets the first breakpoint of the match. Termi does have the limit break amplifier that he can choose to use on his own pick. But he he decides to pick No Mod 5, which has, it's the troll map, that's for sure. This is not an easy map. I think we'll be lucky to see anything above 200k. If either player gets 200k on this map, that is an incredible score. Both players struggling a lot from the outset, as you would expect. This is what happens when you don't test player pool to see whether the map is balanced or not. Nonetheless, Termi with that slight lead. Around a 5% accuracy advantage. He seems like he's able to get more into the flow of this map than Pepsi, who just can't string the combo together. At the break, neither player can see that either's over 100k score, but that is again to be expected. Termi just breaks into it now though. Despite the struggle, this pick does look like it has gone in the way of Termi, making it 3-1. And Pepsi Max picks No Mod 6. Another speed map, with players clearly liking these speed picks. That should be all the tapping maps already used this match. This is also probably the most similar map to DT3, which Pepsi Max of course did win. So I can completely understand his thinking for picking this map. Termi finding that early break, but this map is quite long. There's enough time to recover. Both players over 1,000 combo. And we're into that slower, easier section. Can both players hold their combo until the break? And they do. This is incredible. Both players holding really high combos. Is that break at the start from Termi going to make the difference in this map? Break either way will decide it. And Pepsi Max is the first to break. He does have a slight accuracy advantage as well, but Termi just needs to hold on for a few more hundreds of combo and that point lead will switch. But of course, Pepsi has that amplifier debuff, and so it's pretty much untake-backable now for Pepsi Max, and Termi takes that point, switching towards the end. Great reverse choke from Termi. And great scores from both players. Neither player has used either of their active amplifiers. Termi can still use his limit break amplifier if he so chooses. Picks Hyper forward, but no indication that he's going to use that amplifier this time. Pepsi Max with an early break. This map is quite hard though, so if he holds through most of it, it shouldn't make too much of a difference. Of course, it is only 2 minutes long though, so an early break does matter more. We're over halfway through and both players are still holding the combo. But Tommy slider breaks on that buzz slider. Pepsi Max is going to be able to slowly bring this score lead back. So crucial that he holds until the end. But I think it's just going to be enough for him to get this point. Another reverse choke to win a map. We are seeing some really impressive scores so far. Pepsi Max rolling 30. I don't think that's enough for him to get the pick, so he's going to have to roll his own pick again. Waiting for confirmation, but I believe that it's not good enough. Luck has really not been on Pepsi's side so far this match. And it looks like we're going into Hidden 2. Considering Pepsi banned Easy 1, this does not seem like a map that he wants to play. Pepsi not choosing to use his amplifier, missing piece, which would allow him to play any other Hidden 2 from a previous map pool, which maybe is not a great idea, but if he's confident on this map, then it shouldn't matter too much. Termi with a questionable start. By the looks of it, neither player is too confident on low AR hidden. Both players really struggling to hit anything at that div spike. Pepsi breaks in the slower section though. Termi trades it right back. Again, important to note that Pepsi does have a 10% score boost as he won the last map. So even though Termi is slightly beating, Pepsi Max has that score lead, but it has switched over now to Termi. And it's so close. The accuracy dropped Pepsi's score down, but it's still neck and neck between either of them. But Pepsi's note locked, and that might just be it. Termi takes the point towards the end of the map. And it was looking like it was going to be in Pepsi's favor for so long. Bit of a clarification issue with the chance time amplifier, but hopefully I think it's all gotten sorted out. Termi picking the first hard rock map so far this match. Actually, I don't know what I'm saying. We saw Hard Rock 4 earlier. Both players missing on that really spaced stream. But it is looking a bit too late for Pepsi to come back. Getting so unlucky with the amplifiers this match. But that looks like that's gonna be it. But again, Termi takes it 6-2. Well done to Termi. Commiserations to Pepsi Max.